Hello there guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video, and this video of course is the Premier League predictions matchday 8 which kicks off this weekend, and I'm looking forward to some games, like a London derby between Arsenal and Crystal Palace, and a West London derby between Chelsea and Brentford, and all the other games as well, including Leicester against Man United, Watford against Liverpool. All these type of games I'm looking forward to. So yeah, this match day 8 is going to be absolutely awesome. Now, of course, if you did watch my going over my pony predictions on match day 7, I've only got a point because I've got 0 points for everything except for the Man United versus Liverpool game, because I predicted a 1-1 but it ended a 2-2, so I got a point, and that is my lowest point so far in this new series. But my target is um to achieve more points than the previous one, because my previous one is 11, so I like to get achieve so that's my target, to get more than 11 points when it comes to match days, whether it's 8, 9 or 10. I want to be above that. So yeah, that is my target for this new series. So if you enjoyed it so far, give it a thumbs up, share this to everybody, hit the subscribe button if you're new. What are you waiting for? you know from every Thursday, I'll be doing my Premier predictions, and then every Tuesday, I'll be going through reviewing my Premier predictions when the match day ends. So since after the Crystal Palace game, match day ends on Monday, then on Tuesday I'll be going through my Premier predictions. So yeah, every Thursday Premier predictions, every Tuesday reviewing them. So yeah, make sure you tell everybody who's watching this, they have to mark this down. Thursday and Tuesday, um Premier predictions and reviewing them. So that's what's gonna happen from now on until match day 38, which is the last match day, of course. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it so far, and without further ado, let's move on into my Premier predictions match day 8. Excuse me. So the first game, of course, is Watford against Liverpool. Now, of course, Liverpool are looking to bounce back after a really, really good game between the rivals of Liverpool and City that ended in a draw, and of course, Mo Salah scoring that brilliant solo goal. So yeah. Now, of course, I changed it because I thought, because my first one is like, could it be 2-0, 3-0? But yeah, I think this time it's going to be 3-0 to Liverpool, because Watford, yeah, the Watford lost to Leeds United last time, and also they've also sacked their previous manager and made a new managers. So yeah, and I think the reason why I think Liverpool will win is because Watford were the first team ever to end Liverpool's unbeaten run 2 years ago. Because remember, Liverpool was still unbeaten, but then Watford came to their ground and beat them 3-0. Sar scoring 2 goals and Troy Deeney scoring another one, and they kept a clean sheet as well. So I think Liverpool need to win this game to get the revenge on Watford, because if Watford beat them again, then that means Liverpool's unbeaten one this season has come to an end, because they're still unbeaten. 4 wins and 3 draws. That's basically it. So Liverpool are still unbeaten. But if Watford end that unbeaten one, this would be the second time that they did that. The second time at their ground that they beat Liverpool and ended their unbeaten one. So yeah. But for this game, might gonna go for 3-0 Liverpool, because I think Mo Salah will score, Sadio Mane will score, and I think Diego Jota will score. The front three have been absolutely fantastic, but it's Mo Salah who is one of the greatest player in the Premier League so far. One of the greatest. So yeah. So that's why I'm gonna go for 3-0 Liverpool. Win and a clean sheet. And I think they'll be back to winning ways after a hard and but also a great game to watch between Liverpool and City. So I think Liverpool will bounce back and get the 3 points. The next game, of course, is Southampton against Leeds United. Now, of course, Southampton are looking for their first win, because they still haven't managed to achieve that. Whereas for Leeds United, they've got their first win by beating Watford by a goal to nil at Ellen Road. Now, I can see this being the draw, because Southampton, yeah, I think that James Ward-Prowse will be suspended for I think 2 or 3 games since he got a red card during the Chelsea win at Stamford Bridge. So, but Southampton, the way they played against Chelsea, especially in the second half, was brilliant. If Southampton didn't go down to 10 men, they would have had a chance to make it a draw or to perhaps win this game. But they were so unlucky. But that decision, for me, it was a wake call for James Ward-Prowse, which I touched on my match review. So yeah, if you want to check that out, just go to my channel, look for it, or you can click it right over here on the top right hand side. But anyway, yeah. Whereas for Leeds United, they like they said, they look to get back to winning ways after they lost and drawn a few games and managed to pick up a win against Watford. For this game, I'm going to go for 1-1 draw between those two because it's at St Mary's. It's still a difficult place to go, but I think it will be a draw because both teams are looking good, you know. But Southampton, they're looking for their first win so far this season, and if they can do that, then I'm happy for them. But I can see seeing this with a draw. It will be a good game, but I think this will be a draw, because both teams are good, except for Southampton didn't get their first win. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a draw on this one, 1-1 between Leeds United and Southampton. The next game, of course, it's Norwich City against I'm sorry about that. Norwich City against Brighton. Now, for this game, Brighton will win 100% because Norwich City, like I said, they did one against Burnley. Could have had a chance to get their first win, but couldn't manage to do that. But Brighton will win because the way that under Graham Potter they've been really doing well. I'm really impressed, with the performance under Graham Potter. Norwich City will score, but I think Brighton will nick this win because I don't see Norwich City winning in that game. I really don't see that. And that's why they're in 20th place because whenever they do one in the championship, they always seem to ball in when it comes to the Premier League. They're always scared that they not stay up. So Brighton will win 100%, 2-1, 2-1 to Brighton, definitely. I can see Mope scoring and maybe perhaps Lewis Dunk. Norwich City, I think Timo Pukki will score. That is what I think. But Brighton will nick this win. Another 3 points, still unbeaten. Of course, Everton did beat them at their ground, but Brighton are still the team that nobody predict that they would do well under Graham Potter. But it proves anything can happen, as Ty used to say in his AFTV video. So yeah, anything can happen. So yeah. I have to big up to Brighton. They are doing well under Graham Potter, and for this game, they will definitely win. Norwich City will score, but Brighton will nick a win, get the 3 points, and then move on to the next game. That is my prediction and my opinion on that 2-1. So next game, of course, is Aston Villa against Wolves. Now, of course, Aston Villa looking to bounce back after they've lost 2-1 to Tottenham because they had so many chances. Danny Ings, Ollie Watkins, Mings as well. Aston Villa stood a good side, even though they've lost to Tottenham, they should have beaten them the way they had so many chances. But Tottenham got the better of Aston Villa and beat them, especially they did one in the second half. Whereas for Wolves, I didn't expect them to beat Newcastle, but they did. This game is also a derby. I'm not sure what derby this is, but it's a derby between Aston Villa against Wolves. This game, I can see Aston Villa winning 2-0 because the way they played in games like this, in derbies or something like that, especially the Big Six, they're absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Danny Ings, Ollie Watkins, Tyrone Mings, Buendia, Martinez, all these type of players are still good. They're still great. Whereas for Wolves, I think they were struggling against Villa the way Villa play at their ground because they're still unbeaten as to Villa and Villa Park. I don't know if I think they've only lost 2 times. I think No, 3 times, sorry, and that has been away to Watford, away to Chelsea, and away to Tottenham. Yeah, so Villa are still unbeaten at Villa Park, and I think that one will continue, um, especially that game against Wolves. So yeah, this game I'm gonna go for Villa win of 2-0. If Wolves get another win, that would be good, but for me, yeah, in my opinion, Aston Villa would nick a win of 2-0. They'll keep a clean sheet if Martinez is available and Mings as well, because those two are key to getting Aston Villa the win and hopefully a clean sheet. So yes, that is my overall prediction for that game. 2-0 to 2-0 to Aston Villa. The next game, of course, is Manchester United against Leicester City. Now, of course, Man United have to win this game. Not will, they have to win this because if they want to be title contenders, then they need to pick up form because of the last couple of games, they've been absolutely awful. Losing against West Ham in the Carabao Cup third round, losing against Aston Villa, drawing against both Southampton and Everton, and I think that might be it. Yeah. Have I missed anything? No, 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 no. So yeah, Manchester United have to win. Of course, they haven't. Of course, when it comes to the King Power Stadium, it's a tough place to go because Manchester United really don't do well in their place. They do pick up wins, but sometimes they lose or either get a draw. It will be a tough game. But the reason why I go for Manchester United to win because Leicester City aren't doing well as I expected them to do in the last couple of seasons. Because remember, in the beginning of the season, up until the middle of the season, they always pick up wins, always been in the top four, always a team to be afraid about. But this season, they've just been dropping points after points after points. Like the game against Crystal Palace, they were 2-0 up, but they balled it to make it 2-2, and they ended in a draw. So yeah, I think it will be tough for Leicester, but I think they're the team who will get back to winning ways because if they want to be in the top four, they have to pick up the form, have to pick up the 3 points. But Manchester United, the way they've got Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, I don't see them losing this game or getting the draw because if they do, then Oli, I'm sorry, he's not the right manager to make Manchester United get back to where they are. So yeah, but for that game, it will be a big game, of course. So I'm going to go for 2-1 to Manchester United. It will be a tight game, but I think Manchester United will nick a win for this one. They will. The next game is Manchester City against Burnley. Now, of course, Burnley are looking for their first win, but I don't see that against Manchester City whatsoever. I'm going to go for 5-0 because when Burnley go to the Etihad, they always lose 5-0 every single season. Every single season at the Etihad, they lose 5-0. And I think it will happen again. The way Man City especially in the first time against Liverpool, so unlucky to not be 2-0, 3-0 up. But the only problem is that Pep Guardiola still didn't sign a striker because if they did, Man City would have destroyed Chelsea, Liverpool, and any other team they would have faced. So yeah. So it is what it is. For Burnley, I feel for them because Man City are still a really good side, a great side, the best team in England so far since Pep Guardiola took over. So I'm going to go for Man City 5-0. If Burnley do defend well and it ends in a draw like Southampton did, then I'll be happy. But Burnley, they're just in 19th and they really need to, and they're looking for the first win. But I don't see that against City whatsoever. So yeah, City 5-0 in that game. The next game is the game of the weekend, of course. It's a West London derby between Brentford and Chelsea, and I'm so excited because after 76 years of waiting, Brentford and Chelsea will be facing each other for the third time because 76 years ago we faced Brentford both home and away. So this will be the third meeting between Chelsea and Brentford and a West London derby, which I'm looking forward to it. Now, this will be a tough game for Chelsea because Brentford are a team that are really doing well so far this season on the flank, you know, and especially And also, is that we're playing in their brand new community stadium because when it comes to facing Arsenal, they beat them 2-0. They faced Liverpool, who were the Premier League champions 2 years ago, and they drew 3-3. So that's why I call this game a really tough game for Chelsea. It will be a tough game. But I can see Chelsea just nicking a win. I think we will concede, but I think Chelsea will nick this win, and we have to win. We have to win because we got the easiest games coming up until we face Manchester United next month. So yeah, we have to really pick up the 3 points if we want to prove to everybody that Chelsea are serious. We cannot laugh at them, and they'll be title contenders this season. If we lose, then I won't be that mad because Brentford, it when we face a team like Brentford who doing well and performing really well in the Premier League, then I won't be that angry. But we have to win this game. We have to. If we don't, like I said, I won't be mad. But I can see a Chelsea win of 2-1. And Thomas Tuchel has to pick up the same starting lineup as the game against Southampton. He has to, no matter what. Kai Havertz and Ziyech cannot play for each other ever again. And the only problem is that both Rudiger and Lukaku both got injured during the international break. So it's going to be tough to see whether they're going to feature on the big game against Brentford. But we'll wait and see for tomorrow's press conference on the Thomas Tuchel. And once they do that, then tomorrow I'll be talking about the preview of Brentford against Chelsea. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit the bell notification so that you never miss of my content. So yes, tomorrow I'll be going through the previews, my starting lineup, my prediction, of course, 2-1 to Chelsea, and everything else. So that's what I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video. So make sure you stay tuned. So my prediction, of course, is going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. The next game, of course, is West Ham United against Everton, and it's at Goodison Park. Now, of course, West Ham was so shocked not to at least get a point against Brentford the way they conceded the last-minute winner. But West Ham are still a good team. They're still a great team, but I can see Everton winning this game because, like I said, they were so unlucky not to be Manchester United or Old Trafford. The way that number 20 didn't score and passing it to a player who was offside. So you know, but the likes of Andros Townsend, who's been scoring goals for Everton, he has been fantastic. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with Charlison, all these type of plays that Everton got under um, Rafa Benitez has been fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and they're looking to be in Europe because the last time they did that was what was it, like 5 years ago, I believe, yeah, when they win the Europa League. So um what oh, I forgot that manager's now. I just said it before, but he's looking to make Everton being in Europe because that's their target, to at least be in Europe. Of course, the Champions League, I don't think it will happen, but perhaps maybe in the Conference League or perhaps the Europa League, that's their target, and that's what the fans want. And if they can do that, then I'll be happy for them. So for this game, I'm going to go for an Everton win of 3-1. It will be difficult for West. It will be difficult because West Ham's doing a great team under David Moyes, but Everton, the way they played against Manchester United were they're phenomenal, and I didn't expect Manchester United to lose that game or to either get a draw. I didn't. So Everton, they'll win 3-1. The next game, of course, is used to be like, of course, like a game, but now it's turned into a big game. Newcastle United against Tottenham. I mean, I mean, I mean, I'm not sure if Steve Bruce is sacked. I'm not sure when is he going to be sacked, but it looks like if Newcastle lose against Tottenham, then I think Steve Bruce will be sacked the next game. I mean the next day, sorry. So yeah, so that's turned into a big game, because of the Newcastle takeover, which of course I'll be either talking about that in tomorrow's video or perhaps this Saturday. That's what we'll be talking about. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. So yeah, Tottenham. I didn't expect them to be Aston Villa, but the way they performed, They were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Of course, Aston Villa had chance after chance after chance, but couldn't manage to do that. Whereas for Tottenham, after three defeats in a row, they started to pick up 3 points, and I think they can do that against Newcastle. I think, even though it will be great seeing Newcastle win because they take over, I think Tottenham will win this game 100%. Of course, Tottenham have a really great record against Newcastle at St James's Park. Last season they drew, but most of the time Tottenham used to get the wins. And Harry Kane um, likes to score goals against Newcastle at St James's Park. So yeah, um, I think this would be a tough game for Tottenham, but I can see them manage to nick a win of 2-1. If Newcastle win, then fair play because the fans deserved it. After 14 years of this, they want their team to really become a big team, and it looks like it can happen over the next 5 years. But I'll save that for for future videos. So we move on into the last game of Matchday 8, and that is a London derby between Crystal Palace and Arsenal. Now, of course, Arsenal are to are looking for the 3 points because I would have believed they would have got the 3 points against Brighton, but the way Brighton had chances, Arsenal was so lucky to at least get a point because if they would have lost, then oh my God, I don't know what to say, but. Yeah, and Patrick Vieira is going to be happy because he's going to be back at his home ground, and he's a legend for Arsenal, Patrick Vieira. The midfielder. So yeah, he's going to be happy. Of course, the Arsenal fans will stand up on their feet and applauding him. Of course, they don't want to see Patrick Vieira beating Arsenal or him to lose the game. But no matter what it is, the Arsenal fans, including the manager and everyone else will support him no matter what. But for this game, I can see Arsenal winning by 2-0 because my first thought is that could this be a draw game? Could this be maybe like a 2-2 or maybe a 0-0? But I'm thinking no. I think the way Ben White, that new right back has been playing well, and the way they performed was absolutely fantastic. Arsenal this season are looking to get back into the Europa League. They really want to because that's the first time in 25 years that they haven't played in Europe at all. And it's all on Mikel Arteta. So if Mikel Arteta wants to stay for Arsenal, then he needs to let Arsenal get back into the Europe to play in the Europe. I think the Championship is way off for Arsenal, but if they can qualify for the Europa League places, then that would be great for them you know, and if they and their job is to win the Europa League so that they can get back to the Champions League. That's the only target for Mikel Arteta, and that's what the fans expect. That's what they expect. So yeah, but for this game, focusing on that, I'm gonna go for 2-0. I think if Ramsdale is in goal, they will keep another clean sheet for sure because Ramsdale, even though Arsenal fans didn't want him, they liked him. They really liked him. He only just conceded one goal, and that was against Tottenham. And that's basically it. So it looks like Ramsdale could be the new number one rather than Leno. So yeah, if Ramsdale is in goal, then Arsenal will get a clean sheet. Definitely. They will keep a clean sheet. So that's why I'm going to go for 2-0. Even though my first one it was 2-2, I changed it to 2-0 because I think Arsenal will win this game 100%. And that's it, guys. That is the end of my predictions. So let me go through my predictions one by one. So the first game, I went for a Watford 3-0 win against for Liverpool. The next game, Leeds United 1, Southampton 1. Norwich City 1, Brighton 2. Leicester City 3, Manchester United 1. Man City 5, Burnley 0. Brentford 1, Chelsea 2. Everton 3, West Ham 1. Newcastle United 2, Newcastle United 1, Tottenham 2. And finally, Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 0. That is my overall predictions for Matchday 8. So, if you guys want to write that down, you can. And you can also comment and let me know how many points I've got. And at the end of review, I'll let you guys know if you were right or if you were wrong. So if you want to write those down, you can. And whilst you do, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, looking forward to the Brentford and Chelsea game. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. There will definitely be a live watch along, a preview, and my match reaction to that is going to be absolutely fantastic. And you know what, yeah? Maybe I'll do a live watch along for the Newcastle versus Tottenham game because the Newcastle takeover. That's what I think I'll do on Sunday. I'll be able to, if I'm not that busy, I'll be able to do that. But if I am, then unfortunately I wouldn't. But we'll wait until Sunday. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and the bell notifications as well. And I'll see you guys for tomorrow's preview for Chelsea versus Brentford game. Cannot wait. Thank you guys so much.